Hello, how are you? Hope today is going well for you. Um, just a little motivational chat in the beginning. I just want to encourage you, no matter what you are going through, to be positive, to know that you are here, and I hope you make the most out of your time here. I just wanted to put that encouragement out there for you, okay? Because I think that sometimes we can get wrapped up in what we have going on that we don't realize that there are other people who are going through things too. So, with that being said, let's start, shall we? So, as you can see, it is another lone tarot card reading today. We are going to use a Smith Waite tarot deck, all right? Let's get started. We already have two cards popping out, so let's see how it goes. If you hear any noise, please forgive me. It's going to get a little bit active as we get closer to spring. So, you know, sometimes the noise can be affirmation. If I say something, there might be a click. And look at that. I'm not going to count this as upside down. Queen of Pentacles. Quite strong card coming in. This is not a past, present, or future reading like the past one. We're just going to simply just pull cards. I'm just going to go as long as I feel with this reading. We have King of Wands. So we have a king and a queen coming in very strong. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. When I look at these two cards, there is a staring match going on here. The queen is looking at the pentacle, the king is looking at the queen, kind of at the wand. But when you look at them side by side, the king is looking at the queen as well. It's feeling like a marriage reading, to be very honest. We have two more cards here. We have the King of Cups, and we have the Five of Swords. So King of Cups, and then we have Five of Swords in reverse. When you look at the Five of Swords in reverse, you see that there are two people who are seemingly, I would say, defeated, if you will. They're walking away, not really in the mood for combat again. And there's one person with two swords, another sword in hand, two people here. It feels like defeat. But here's what I'm thinking of. They're not stabbed to death or anything. This isn't a gory scene. Now, this is in reverse. So it does feel like there is some type of defeat here. It does feel like there is some type of surrender here. It does feel like there is a winner and a loser here. I do feel like this is a marriage reading. There's something with partnership. And oh, wow. Before I can even fully shuffle, we have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles here. It's multiple people looking up at these pentacles. Definitely could be a partnership. So, what I'm getting already from because I did not know if there would be a third party or if this is simply how a man and a woman, or a man and a man, a woman and a woman, in whatever situation is feeling. There are what seems to be conflicting mindsets. There's people who are focused on, we need to get moving on building a foundation, the pentacle. We need to focus on moving forward, the wand. And we also need to think about, how are we passionate? Like, what is, I know fire can come off as passion, but it's feeling more like, how are we invested in this business? What is, it's not just so much going, but how are we going? Like, what are we actually feeling? What are we actually doing this for? What deep down is driving this force? How do I feel? Like, how does it truly make me feel? You know, what's funny is, um, watching the movie Soul, you think about that movie and how the main character was so into music and jazz. And then when he got his big break, he just thought he would feel different. Whereas he was feeling so different when this new character enters the picture and they show them how living life and enjoying the little things in life and connecting with people is a part of really creating the meaning instead of that thing. So it's almost like, if this is three different people, it's as if this third person is like, I understand that you're always on the move and the go. And I understand that it's because you want to build this foundation and make a lot of money. What are you doing along the way that's actually creating meaning? That it's more, it's like, what's past the passion? What's the depth of the passion? And when you think about cups, it's water. Water can be shallow, but it can be as deep as the ocean. Remember the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Pisces is representative of the ocean. That's deep. So deep that even humans can't even get down that far. You can get crushed. So sometimes people don't want to traverse in water. A little scary. And that's why I feel like this isn't so much of a gory scene, and it doesn't feel like complete defeat where one does not want to move forward, but it can feel as if maybe there are those two people, possibly this queen and this king of wands, who are, I just don't want to do this anymore. And this third person, this cup person that's seeking the depth, is making them feel like, I just cannot, I can't do this anymore. This is like, this is the king of cups, and these two people, one of them is the king of wands and the other is the queen of pentacles, and they're walking away. Swords is cerebral energy, but I do feel like it could have been a war of words. And if not a war, it could have been a lot of discussion to where, again, those two people, the king of wands and the queen of pentacles, just gave up. It's just, it's too much. I don't want to deep dive into my feelings and emotions. I can't handle this. You probably weren't equipped with the skills to handle things, to emotionally navigate, whereas this person has it, like that emotional intelligence. And that's why I feel there's this third three of pentacles. You all have to work together, but there could be that feeling of, I just can't, I'm not, this is not what I do. I set a goal, I do it, and we get it done. But do you feel fulfilled? Like, how do you feel during that? Sure, you probably are like so passionate about it, and you know, it's, you see those commas and those zeros, but like, how along the way, how do you really feel? Are you connecting with your clients? Are you This definitely feels like a partnership. And if it's a marriage, it could for sure be one or two of the other people. Again, it could be that one person that's so much of a workaholic. Could have a workaholic, and you could have that person that's always taking vacations and trips, super chill. Things still come together. It might not be pretty, but they take it easy. They flow a little bit more than the other individual. And it's like that person, maybe even when it's suggested, hey, just kind of relax a little bit. It's like, no, I don't want to. So they walk away from those discussions. Probably don't know how to emotionally navigate those, or they just don't want to be told what to do. And even though this is a Three of Pentacles, it's still people working together. So then that other person's like, but we still have to make this relationship work, make this marriage work. We still have to work together. In this photo, this is still like a load bearing podium. It's holding something else bigger. It's team working with probably yet another podium that's holding up this building. Like, you still have to work together in this foundation. That could be incredibly frustrating for whomever the person is that wants to talk and keeps having the other individual walk away, or if this is a partnership where there's one person and two other people and they are walking away. That could be incredibly frustrating. Four of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles here. And I know Pentacles usually stands for money, but what I'm getting from this, and when you see this, there's buildings in the back. It's almost like someone who is a king or a queen in their own right. It kind of reminds me of big business with all the buildings and things in the back. And you have one pentacle in your hand, one at the top. I got money on my mind, money in my hand, and I'm standing on it. That feels like these two people. I'm trying to build a foundation. I'm trying to be covered in money. You usually think of Ten of Pentacles with that completion. You have everything, but this feels very much like I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not trying to be greedy. I just want to be comfortable. And I don't know. I'm not going to put astro signs on here because we all have all 12 signs in our chart. But you could be dealing with someone who is a fixed sign. Not really, but a fixed sign and really good at business and really wants to just be comfortable. They have a lot of fixed energy in their chart or around them, or they were raised by people who are like that. That could be very frustrating. Especially again, if they are, I'm going to just walk away. We're going to take the top card here, and that was the Empress. The Empress has a Venus sign here. Venus could be a Taurus or a Libra you're dealing with. Venus also, if it is a Libra, balance, compromise. Let's stop walking away so much. Let's actually work this out, if you will. If this is a marriage, could be the more emotionally intelligent out of the two. The one who actually, because when you compromise, you have to take a step back and make concessions, realize where you may be imposing onto the other person, but also you are seeking the same from the other individual. There's reciprocity in this, but there is no bulldozing the other person. Let's let's work on this together. So it could be man or woman, but out of whoever it is, they're more of the I want to work this out. I'm not trying to take this away. I want to work together. But we have to, for sustainability, for long term success, we have to figure out why are we really doing this? Is it just the money? Because that's going to crumble. You won't have that foundation. You'll just have money on your mind and you'll just be chasing it. This keeps you going. You're going, you see it, but what you're really doing it for, your why, that meaning of life, that keeps you going. Okay, let's do one more card. Um, this I can see this being frustrating, but it just doesn't feel, again, it doesn't feel like it's a knockdown, bloody war. It's just frustrating. I give up. I'm walking away. I don't want to do this right now. And all it really takes is compromise. Being a little bit more malleable and not so fixed from the other individual or individuals. You know who you are. If you're watching this, you know what role you are playing in this. Ooh. And then lastly, we have the King of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles. King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, King of Pentacles doing the same thing as the Queen. I'm looking at the Pentacle. I want stability, but this was in reverse. This feels like compromise. King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen is upright. I know you want. I know what you want. One up, one down. Feels like you need to take it easy a bit. Listen to what the other party has to say. Okay? Compromise. And this may be a slow process. Again, I said it feels like a fixed sign. It may be a slow process. If I had to, we can throw some signs in, not the names. It feels like a fixed sign and either a cardinal or mutable water sign. So I did name because of Venus, Libra, and Taurus that rules both of them. Your fixed signs are Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and then your cardinal water signs, you have, well, if you're water, you know the three: Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The cardinal one is Cancer. So out of those four fixed signs, again, you have Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. And then you could have either a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or just a Cancer. Seems like it one or all of these people are somewhere in that sign, and we'll throw in Libra for the compromising. Um, but yeah, it feels like a slow process because someone is a little bit slow to action. Okay. Good luck to you and them, to all parties involved. Okay. If this reading helped you, I'm glad it did. If it didn't, release it to the universe for someone else who would receive it. And I will see you next time.